To me, the Conjuring films have had a fluctuation of quality. The best film to me is the first film, and the worst is the first Annabelle film. Ever since the ending of Annabelle creation, we have come to know that the Conjuring Universe has become a connected universe similar to the same vein as the MCU, a horror multi-story franchise that plays into the main films of The Conjuring. So where does The Nun fit in? Well, for the most part, it seems like their immediate goals were met. Make a movie about the most talked about character in The Conjuring 2, give it some backstory, and make money. The Nun does all three, even if it isn't good at all. The Nun is the fifth entry into the Conjuring universe and acts as the prequel to pretty much everything. The movie follows a Catholic father and a studying nun who must go to Romania to investigate the suicide of a nun at an abandoned abbey, and to confirm or deny that the grounds of the abbey are unholy. But little do they realize that Valak, a demon, resides within the abbey, ready to escape from the world. Before I get to my issues with the film, let's cover some things I liked about the film. For the most part, the cinematography and set design are pretty good, some of the acting is decent, and some of the practical and VFX are decent. And that's about it. What this film forgets about in its writing is to have a story. What does the film want to say? We get tiny inklings of what it could have been in the first act when the studying nun saying that people should be able to ask questions about faith or what is or isn't in the Bible. But it is never brought up again. I felt character-wise the characters are pretty much flat or even plain stereotypical. If you've ever seen a horror film involving religion, you've seen everything. There are tons of information dumps in the film that felt like it could have been dramatized. If the script in the movie was a bit longer or was more integrated better, it could have made for a smash hit. But the most missing element in this film that has been in the rest of the franchise is the extreme world building. I remember all of the lore that had been poured into the first Conjuring film. While The Nun gives some lore to the place, it just seems one note. There apparently was only two things that happened. A demon is summoned and bombs were dropped on the place in World War II. What else? Have no idea. Rather than giving us a film with atmosphere, stories to scare us, and a story that makes us connected to the characters, we get a haunted house attraction ride that could easily be done at amusement parks. While I am appreciative of the connections to other films in the franchise, it wasn't enough for me. Most of the time I was bored or felt everything had been done before. The Nun may have won the box office, but it isn't a good film, and I am giving The Nun a D+.